tornado warning polygon that includes a pretty good chunk of Hale, Perry, and parts of Bibb. Now, the rotation is out of green. It came through Forkland. Everybody in Greensboro, Newbern, want to be in a safe place. Marion, Heiberger, all right? And again, this thing is moving more due east, I'd say. That southern storm. I don't see a lot of northward component of motion here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But again, that is going to be tracking probably around the southern part of the polygon. So specifically, those folks in Hale County below Greensboro. Now, everybody in Greensboro needs to be in a safe place, but especially south of Greensboro. And then once you get to Perry County, everybody from Marion north toward Heiberger, you want to be in a safe place. And we'll talk about Bibb as he gets closer. I think it's going to track south of there. Tuscaloosa County, again, I stress there is no warning. Let's look at this one real quick. We'll take a tighter look at this thing that just came through Forkland. And again, if you're just joining us, it's 3:48. I'm James Spann with Ashley Brand and Brian Peters in the midst of a severe weather outbreak this morning across our state. All right, this is the lower part of this where the circulation is going to be. And you know what, Ashley, let's look at the Demopolis camera looking north, all right? You know, we've been focusing on the Birmingham Metro. Just for a moment, let's look at the Demopolis sky cam. We're going to look north up into parts of Greene and Hale counties. And again, you got to wait on the lightning strikes.
The lightning had been absolutely incredible from this sky cam.
Ooh, look at the numbers. You got 71 over 66. The temperature 71, the dew point 66.
There you go.
It's like unbelievable. All right, let's go back to the Birmingham sky cam real quick. We'll point it north.
It's having a little bit, it's being a little slow. So let's.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to
kind of bear with me there.
Just a second, we're going to pick back up John Brown's live stream. John is in Forestdale. Let's go to John's live stream. We have a live camera on Internet 1. This is coming from ABC 3340 Skywatcher John Brown. John is going to be in a prime position to see this thing. We are looking right into it. He's in the right spot. And in a situation like this, we've had confirmed reports of damage. And
Skycam's not my friend today.
Okay. We've had confirmed reports of damage in Tuscaloosa County and now in western Jefferson. All right. I'm watching the couplet on radar. It's still there. It's very close to Fulton. It is very close to where John is located. That's why I'm so interested in this shot. It's basically coming over his position here in a matter of seconds. By the way, we should note there's a lot of lightning in other parts of the county. We understand there's a possible lightning strike in a home in Hoover where there could be a fire involved. We also should note there is an aerial flood advisory now for parts of Jefferson, Tuscaloosa, Walker counties until 5:45 for the possibility of flooding. But again, we've got a tornado very close to the camera that you're watching right now coming from John Brown in Fultondale, moving east at 45. EMA has reported damage with this storm. A Forestdale deputy has reported that rain is in a wrapping motion over Forestdale, but he did not see a tornado. Could be a rotating wall cloud that he saw. Power is out in Oak Grove, and that stretch up toward Toadvine Road and Taylor's Ferry Road up toward Alliance. We've had reports of some damage there, but we don't have specifics. Birmingport Fire responding to Link Road at Taylor's Ferry Road to check out damage on a tree on a house, possibly. And of course, these are all initial reports we're getting. A large tree down in Tuscaloosa County, up Highway 43 North near the Lakeland store. Large trees down on Larry Lake Road. This was all the same storm when it came through Tuscaloosa County about an hour ago. All of this was north of downtown Tuscaloosa and north of the campus of the University of Alabama. And again, this is going to be the best shot you'll ever see of this storm if there's anything there. And obviously, you got some traffic along the interstate. We would advise folks not to be traveling out there. Our radio partners in Birmingham are the Cox family of radio stations. That's WZZK at 104.7. Also, 106.9 The Eagle, 97.3 the New Sports Radio. They simulcast our audio during tornado warnings. We can't thank them enough for their service, because they reach folks that we cannot reach in those cars. And again, if you're listening to me by radio, we advise you just to pull off the interstate, give it about 10 minutes, and you can go on about your business. These are moving along at a pretty good clip. So again, this is a rotating storm. The core of this thing is very close to Fultondale, right by John's position. And Brian, you're the spotter guy, man. I haven't seen anything. Have you?
No, I haven't. The couplet showed that it seemed to be weakening, but now on the latest scan, it looks like it might be actually intensifying again.
Well, that could also be that decrease in the lightning
Yeah.
type deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the lightning has definitely fallen off, but now it's beginning to pick up again. So, and I wanted to point out, James, you mentioned the aerial flood advisory. I did a quick look on the Doppler radar system, and in these sorts of situations, it often underestimates the rain, and it's showing between 2 and 2.5 inches of rain in very narrow bands with each of these storms. So that could be as much as maybe 3 inches or 4 inches of rain. So the aerial flood advisory is a good idea. If you're driving into work this morning early, you want to be very careful about low-lying spots where the roads dip down into what may be a small creek or stream, because they may have come, that the water may have been enough to come out of those streams and onto the roadways.
All right, it is coming up on 4 o'clock. Let's go back to the radar for just a moment. I'm James Spann. We are working a tornado outbreak this morning, a January tornado outbreak. See the storm right here? It's wrapped up. Now let's zoom into this. I mean, this thing is clearly wrapped up. The storm is spinning like a top, all right? And let's zoom in some more. We're going to go in pretty tight on this thing in the southern part of this. Keep going. Keep going. All right, pan over back my way just a little bit. Keep on going. All right, right there. There's strong evidence that this thing is wrapped up, and we could see a tornado near Fultondale. That's the reason we're taking John Brown's live shot. He is at Fultondale on I-65. So let's go back to Internet 1. Just wanted to show you that. And again, this is what we've got live out there in the field. It is very, very challenging trying to see tornadoes at night. You have to wait on lightning to illuminate them, and even then, because of the hills and the trees we have here, it's just very hard. But again, we're watching other reports from our sky watchers, from the National Weather Service. And again, getting a lot of reports of trees down in Tuscaloosa County from this same storm. It looks like he's in just a torrential downpour there. But I have not seen the Weather Service in Birmingham putting out any storm damage reports. Almost all the reports coming from our team of sky watchers. We're getting reports now from Warrior River Fire Department with multiple trees down on Paul Almond Road. These are all out in the far western end of Jefferson County, in the general area between Oak Grove and Alliance. We're now getting a report from deputies that saying they're going to need some help on the Taylor's Ferry Road storm damage. So again,
And a late report from Gordo in the vicinity of Gordo. Trees down on Highway 140 and Holman Church Road.
right. And you guys,
this would have been some time ago.
and you guys watch John's stream for me, because I'm kind of staring at the reports coming in as yeah, apparently a lot of people had just on Twitter said they were, we're sitting here trying to, do some analysis on the fly and look at data coming in, and they saw what might be a power flash on John's stream.
Yeah, I wasn't watching, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's,
I'll keep an eye on it.
but again, we're getting some scattered reports of damage now in Forestdale. And again, a lot of people on Twitter and Facebook saw what seemed to be a power flash. And again, now we're getting some reports of damage, and that couplet is on by John's location. Again, this is John Brown's live stream, and it looks like he's on US 31. He's off of the interstate on 31, which parallels I-65.
The couplet is definitely increasing.
Possible tornado. But again, this is a very well-defined hook. The hook is crossing over Highway 75. Multiple reports of this being seen with lights being out, power flashes, and that will be continuing to move in this direction. It will affect the northern part of Trussville. J.B. Elliott, who's watching this and doing weather on part of the Cox family of stations, J.B. and his family will have to take cover. And he knows to do that. And again, from here, it will cross over Interstate 50.
Working on that as we speak.
We are in the process of
Peak gust 39.
yeah, peak gust is 39 out there. Now, our best view is to the south. This is on Chalkville Mountain Road. And we want to point that thing north. And we got that big Walmart right there. Walmart's to the west. We're going to keep coming around. John Stream, and of course I'm watching the Trussville Skycam as well. And this is an H.264 camera. You can use the encoding to make it a little cleaner. Video is going to jump here for just a second. At the Skycam site, which is on Chalkville Mountain Road, that is right in a medical building adjacent to that Walmart in Trussville. And again, we've had many reports of power outages. And I'm telling you, the signal. Somebody can page a director in the building, please. We need to go back to the graphics. It's crossed over the parkway. And again, it's passing to the northern part of Trussville, out here around Grayson Valley and around Chalkville. So Chalkville east, and that's going to keep it north of downtown Trussville. Downtown Trussville is here. That's the interstate, and again here. So again, that is a strong indication of a tornado with reports of damage, a lot of power outages, a lot of damage back in the western part of Jefferson County and back in Tuscaloosa County. And again, that is in the process of moving out of Jefferson into St. Clair counties, and it looks like it's going to be crossing the interstate in a matter of moments. Somewhere between Deerfoot Parkway and the Argo exit, and clearly nobody should be driving. Yes, sir.
Our chief photographer, Bill Castle, is on Winewood Road in Graysville. There are people trapped in a structure.
Really?
The roof has collapsed. There's no power in any of the area.
Do we know is out in this?
It's Birmingham, actually.
Winewood Road.
Okay, at Winwood Road.
Winewood.
Winewood
Road.
I'm not familiar with that one. Where there is.
Thank you, Thomas.
Damage to a house with people trapped.
Roof has collapsed.
The roof has collapsed.
Is what we're hearing from Bill.
All right, this is serious business. All right, let's call this a tornado emergency for eastern Jefferson County. After that report, after Bill's report, we're going to call a tornado emergency now for eastern Jefferson. Downtown Birmingham, all clear. Interstate 65 points west, all clear. This is for the far eastern part of the county. This is what could be a significant tornado right now that is in the process of coming through Grayson Valley. It's going to be crossing over Interstate 59 near the Argo exit and then crossing over into St. Clair County. All right, this is Odenville right here. You've got Margaret right in through here. That's Highway 174, beautiful drive from Odenville back up to Springville. And this more than likely is going to be passing a bit south of Springville, but we encourage everybody in Springville to be in a safe place. Same thing for Odenville. I think for both of these cities, it's going to split the difference, all right? Their bathroom into a hall. If you can, put a bicycle helmet on them and just let them go back to sleep, but just get them out of their bedroom into a hall, a closet, or a bathroom. And again, this rotation will probably cut the difference. This is, again, is Alabama Highway 174, and then keep on going, perhaps crossing Highway 411 below Asheville. So this is going to be coming right through the core of St. Clair County, kind of splitting the difference between Springville and Odenville, and we'll get information on that. I am also looking at the velocity couplet. Let me just show you Internet 1 very quickly.
Wow.
This is just to show you what it looks like. Ken, if you can, I don't know if we can do, we had a director change, I think. Dennis, we'll put the other way. Thank you. We're putting these behind me. This is the velocity couplet right here. Very, very strong couplet that's located out in the Clay Chalkville area, all right? Basically coming through close to the school, Clay Chalkville High School. And that's going to be moving east over here toward Argo and St. Clair County. This is the county line, St. Clair, Jefferson. But that has looked that intense for about the past 10 minutes. As you look at some of the live streams and everything else, I'm watching that. And that is a very, very impressive velocity signature. Green is the inbound, red is the outbound, and that's the classic look for a tornado on radar. So let's go back to our graphic system. And again, that's the big picture. Now let's go down to our storm to the south. We have so much going on here. We're going to focus on the second storm right now. So this is, all right, so.
Which one do you want to go to?
Down to the other tornado warning we've got.
Okay.
All right, now, let's take the warning is expired. Okay?
That's,
Let me double check on that.
I didn't see it. The warning being allowed to expire.
Okay. The warning for the southern storm is expired. Yeah, Winewood Road is off Pinson Valley Parkway near Jeff State. That's coming from...
House knocked off the foundation there.
Okay, house knocked off the foundation. And again, Bill Castle is out there, and I'm also watching the stream from... let's go back to Birmingham since this one is expired. We'll go back to our storm. And again, we're calling this a tornado emergency. Clay, Chalkville, Argo, Margaret, Springville, Odenville. If you're anywhere close to those, we want you in a safe place now, all right? And this is the storm of concern right here. We'll zoom back into this. There's the notch. There's the tornado right there. Let's keep on zooming in. We're going to work a little tighter on this. We're going to bring it a little bit back toward the center for our folks that are watching the standard 4x3. Going a little tighter. All right. So this is in the process of coming through. It's come through Chalkville. It's just come through Clay. Next up will be Argo and Margaret. And again, this is the county line right here. This is Jefferson. This is St. Clair. Springville, Odenville, down here below the computer stand, and that's about to cross over the interstate right now. So we clearly do not want anybody traveling on Interstate 59 near that St. Clair County line, for sure. And again, I'm going to check John Brown's stream. We had John's stream up when he was streaming from Fultondale, and you know I'm watching. Again, it's just amazing. I think the power outages are very, very widespread from the storms early this morning.